So let us see today on Nadal and You under our study circle program Learning from Legends. You might have faced so many questions based on your parents, relatives, and maybe your friends. Okay, the question comes, what about your school? So many times you might have come across this question, right? This question was also asked by Nadal's mother again and again at the start of his career, that is, at professional tennis player career. Under his biography, Nadal said that when he was, footballer and tennis player under 12 and under 14. Okay, at that time there was a decision to be taken that which sport he should go for as a professional tennis player. Okay, so his mother reminded that don't forget to study. So study is always coming across when and where you are talking about tennis in your family, in your relatives, maybe your parents, friends. So many times you might have come across this. So this is one of the similarity which is Nadal was also facing at the start of his career. Second comparison comes, that is initial failure in Davis Cup. That is, I'm talking about Davis Cup 2004 when Spanish team incorporated Nadal. He used to play in 2003 also, but I'm talking about 2004 in the first round, okay, against his Republic. He mentioned that I didn't have the most promising start to my Davis Cup adventure, though. Losing my first two games, a singles and doubles both, against says it was the toughest possible surface for me, meaning the fastest, hardcore, and indoors, where the air resistance is lowest. But in the end, I emerged as the hero, winning the final and decisive match. So I had taken some, data from the websites that in 2004, uh, Spanish team, okay, the Spanish team has played first round in the month of February 2004, quarterfinal in the month of April, semi-final in the month of September, and the final match in the month of December. And they won the 2004 match. Okay, if we go into the detail of the draws, then see, Spain won. That is final match. This happens with you, isn't it? So basically, initial failures are there, and when your coaches start, believing in you, when your parents starts understanding you, when your friends, makes you as an image that yes, you are a good tennis player. So this is also happening with you, right? At the age of 12, 14, 16. Okay, I would like to share my uh, reading from the biography Rafa. During this Davis Cup, uh, in the final match, it was supposed to be played by Moya, Carlos Moya. Okay, but he was not fit to play, so there was a decision to be taken that who should go in the final match. And Rafa was the youngest in the team, and the United States captain Roddick is supposed to play in the final. And on the same year, Rafa has defeated Moya in one of the matches at the international level. Okay, so and Moya was unfit to play in the final match. Being captain, he has taken the decision that Rafa is going to play the match, and there was a conflict happening in between the matches during this decision to be taken who will play in the final. and it was given the responsibility to Nadal. The Spanish team took over in the final, and that was his life's biggest achievement he believes in. Okay, so once your parents start believing you, when your coaches start understanding you, believing you, then the result changes, and that is another reality, similarity, you may say. Third thing is, of course, that okay, Rafa has very good control on that, but sometimes it happens, right? How he overcame. So I'm sharing one incident from his matches. Okay, so there is addiction of some food, maybe allergy of some food. So all these things are going on, right? So in one of the matches, he could not perform well. So he confessed that when that happens, you become afraid to let fly. You don't give rein to your natural game, and everything becomes much more complicated. Rivals you have beaten comfortably in previous weeks suddenly become giants. That is because of your energy, your power. And here he says, my diet wouldn't have helped either. I was not careful as I am today to temper my appetites, and I had suddenly acquired in Paris a fierce taste of chocolate croissants. Tony saw the problem, but he had his own special way for dealing with it. When Carlos Costa said to him, for God's sake, don't let him eat that, Tony replied, no, no, let him eat his chocolate cakes. That way he will learn. That way he will get a stomachache. As usual, his methods work. I learned the hard way to avoid eating anything during a competition that could not be easily digested. So, this is also happening with you, right? So many times people tell you, don't eat this. This is, you are on a diet while you are in function or something else. You are so many times going to be reminded about your diet, right? But sometimes you are allowed to do that. You are allowed to realize yourself, right? So the same thing is happened with Nadal. That is what I want to say. Share, a particular thing. So this is the third thing, which is almost similar in you and Nadal. Okay, and fifth one, that is injury. Okay, you might have come across injuries out of comfort zone. Sometimes you are not physically okay, sometimes you are so much tired and you have to play some big match or maybe the critical point, right? This is happening with him also, and let us see how he shares this particular injury during his overall career. He says playing sports is a good thing for ordinary people. Sport played at the professional level is not good for your health. It pushes your body to limits that human beings are not naturally equipped to handle. That is why just about every top professional athlete has been laid low by injury. Sometimes a career ending injury. There was a moment in my career when I seriously wondered whether I would be able to continue competing at the top level. I play through pain much of the time, but I think all allied sports people do. Okay, and that is why Rafa needs to have so much bandaging done before a match, and that is why it's such a critical part of his preparation. Okay, and this is also happening with you. Sometimes you have um, pain in leg, pain in shoulder, maybe at wrist. So you have to come out of your comfort zone, right? So this is another similarity, and things. Have you ever done any activity which people said you are superstitious? If any, please drop in the comment. Okay, it happens. Yeah, yeah, this happened to Rafa also. Okay, and what is that? Yep. I sat down, took off my white tracksuit top, and took a sip from a bottle of water. Then, from a second bottle, I repeat the sequence every time before a match begins and at every break between games until a match is over. A sip from one bottle and then from another. And then I put the two bottles down at my feet in front of my chair to my left, one nearly behind the other, diagonally aimed at the card. Some call it superstition, but it's not. You might have come across this kind of comment from people, maybe from relatives, maybe from your neighbors, maybe from your friends, okay? But it is not superstition. It is your habit which builds up your routine. And in case of psychology, we say that you are in standby mode and you are going to get either on positive or negative side after this. And that is what Rafa used to do. Okay, so here I'm going to share two video links. One is the 2004 Davis Cup final, the match between Roddick and Nadal. You just watch it. You will see how the match is played at Spain itself. So how the crowd has encouraged him, how the confidence was there, and try to watch last 3-4 minutes of the video where he really enjoyed and gained the faith of his team. The reaction of Carlos Moya and the reaction of Tony, and that will be enjoyable. Okay, and that's how your confidence is going to be better. Second link I am sharing, that is nothing but the YouTube link where Rafa is facing the interview. Okay, and just for sharing. So this is for today about Nadal and you. Keep in touch with us, subscribe our channel, and do watch us every Saturday, learning from legends. Thank you.